And we gotta, focus on what we can do for self and for, of course, each other though. Uh, but we got to do for self because no one can love you more than you. So I want to encourage anyone that's trying to accomplish anything today, and you're not getting the love or support or or the gratitude for being godlike. I just want to encourage you guys to not change who you are, but sometimes you got to give tough love. And on this day, Fridays, back in the day, two, three, 400 years ago, they used to prepare us for to be sold on an auction block, and that's why they call it Black Friday. My mom comes from the worst racism on earth, Mississippi. They threatened all the slaves. We're gonna send you back to Mississippi. So I'm made different. I'm made different. And so we do things on purpose because my degree is in behavioral science. My mom couldn't read and write. She picked cotton for y'all for free. But she made sure I was able to read and write. A woman that couldn't read and write made sure her son could read and write. And so I know that she went through the harshest racism because I got whoopings. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got whoopings. And that's a slave term because they got whippings. See how they changed the word whippings to whoopings. So we smart over here. Not to brag off my education because my mom couldn't go to school. So I'm her, and she is I, and so is my father. And so 2, 3, 4, 5, they call it Black Friday. Now y'all celebrate it after every Thanksgiving. Give your money to other retailers instead of self. So over here, oh yeah, we are a research radio station. We the research radio station in the world. Our goal is to modify our behavior so we're better individuals, better family members, and better citizens. What's wrong with being a little bit better? But if we're gonna be better, we gotta deal with truth. And we gotta educate our children, especially if someone else don't want to educate. It's our responsibility. We mad and protested because someone else don't want to teach our children. How dare you? We appreciate our neighbors though, because our neighbors supposed to love us. Thank you for teaching us, neighbors. We appreciate you though. But ultimately, it's the mom and the father responsibility for teaching their children. And so on Black Friday, I'm not trying to perpetuate ignorance. And so we here to educate y'all. So after, Native Americans don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Y'all didn't know that? They, yeah, everybody don't. That's not a good day for everybody because they show gratitude and then they got slaughtered, stabbed in their back on Thanksgiving. Now y'all celebrate it, and then on Black Friday, 2 days in a row where they celebrate. Oh yeah, kicking people butt to the Indian land and enslaved us. They celebrate back to back. Thanksgiving and Black Friday. See, over here, we don't play those psychological games because, oh yeah, we are research radio station, baby. We use reverse psychology. Yoda, shouts out to Star Wars, said, unlearn what you have learned. Some things we need to unlearn, especially if they're detrimental to our society. So over here on Black Friday, we switch it up. Oh yeah, because we work for God. You know how God, how God works. He switched stuff up. We just turned it 2 degrees. We still call it Black Friday, but we encourage those of the Black diaspora. I don't care where you at in the whole world, the Black diaspora, even our light-skinned brothers and sisters, they Caucasians. The only white people on earth is albinos. Oh, y'all quiet now, huh? The only people on earth that is pure white are albinos. Am I lying? I went to biology school and I went to I think grade school, preschool, where they taught us the crayon. Do I have to go back to y'all? I'm smarter than a fifth grader to the crayon box. You cannot get 10 out of white. You can't get 10 out of white. It's impossible. But you can get 10 out of brown. And so on Black Friday, we celebrate and we encourage those of the Black diaspora to support each other in business. If they've made money, on us in the past, let us make money with each other by supporting each other in business. That's why we call it Black Friday. We educate over here. We reversing the tide. We can't change the past, and we're not. I'm not trying to demonize our brothers and sisters. They wasn't in the past either. We now, but if we don't want to repeat the past, if we want to change the future, then we gotta be truthful, and we gotta be honest. And so we celebrate Black Friday. We encourage those of the Black diaspora to support each other in business, and we encourage our neighbors all year. Our Caucasian brothers, our Asian brothers, our Arab brothers, our Native American brothers. We encourage our neighbors to support Black businesses because Black people support all y'all businesses every day. Chinese, we eat everywhere. We support everybody. We just want to reciprocate and do business. So that's why I call it a research radio station. We put it in practice over here. I got a guest in the house, and this guy feeds everybody. Yeah, he don't discriminate, and he's educating at the same time, bringing a culture so it could break down stereotypes, bringing the Black diaspora together because we've been separated. And one of the ways to do it all year is libation. They call it food, y'all. It's a good music. That what brings people together. And so I got a gentleman here. He came from far. I call it the homeland. Y'all call it Africa. I've never been to the homeland. I seek to go, though. I want to let this gentleman introduce himself. You know how these stars are. They got their own noun, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases, all yes and predicates. They got a special event coming up, and they want the whole community to come out. It's so important that you come out. This is a God-certified event. Anytime where you can bring people together, cultures together to learn about each other, to break down stereotypes and develop relationships, that's a God-certified event. Oh, yeah. If you want to be saved, you got to be in that building. You got to be at the building. And the good thing about it is that your donation, we good with the I, the R, the S. Your donation, you can write it off your taxes. Your donation for healing and learning about another culture and doing business with another culture, you can write it off with the I, the R, the S. I'm gonna let you jump in, introduce yourself, and we're gonna get right into the dialogue. How you doing today, brother?
Doing all right. I feel blessed. I am just educating me. This was powerful this morning. What you said.
Well, man,
everything you said.
All praise to God. I feel. When you got that, the brother in the house, especially when from the homeland, and we actually yearn for it.
Likewise,
it's cellular.
Likewise,
because of the separation.
Mm-hmm.
So no,
likewise.
My goal is to highlight, but also to learn.
Yeah, same here. I think we all need that. We all need to learn from each other.
Mm-hmm.
We all need to come together. We all need to unlearn something that we are learned. And what you said right there is, the whole Africa now. People are saying the same thing.
Right.
We need to unlearn what we learned, and then we need to just go back to exactly who we were.
Right.
So that topic right there, what I said this morning, is so true to anybody that lives in the diaspora and anybody that's on the continent. So it's so true.
Right.
So,
well, cool, man. Let's know who you are and why you're here today.
Well, I'm Chef Djamil Batraore. I am the founder of Hasaba Foundation and also owner of Hasaba Catering. So I'm here to talk about Afrofest.
Okay. Tell a little bit more about Afrofest.
So Afrofest is the biggest African diaspora festival happening in Omaha for 6 years now. This is the 6th edition. 6th edition. My buddy, Jubel, and then my sister Judy are the one that started it. and
Yes.
it's been happening at Stanton Park in Oxford. Now it is going to be at the Heartland of American Park this year. They moved it right here. It's the sixth year it's happening. Also, all about African culture, food, dance, music, art, craft.
Hmm.
And then there's a lot of people from Omaha in that's going to be part of it,
Okay.
a lot of entities, a lot of organization, And so I think talking about education, that's really where you had me this morning, because you were talking about how we have to be receptive, that we have to teach ourselves. So for us, particularly at the House of Our Foundation, we want to use food to educate everybody.
Right.
First, to educate ourselves
Hmm.
as African,
Right.
go back to the root to learn our food, our what I call culturally affirming cuisine.
Right.
So we know it,
Hmm.
so we can share, we can expand it, and so it doesn't get lost.
Right.
So
Right.
that's our part. So for this year at AfroFest, we're going to be doing something where we're going to be not only teaching the kids, teaching the adults,
Okay.
also give people an opportunity to taste the food. And
Okay.
I think it's important for us to revive that culinary heritage.
Right.
I've worked in the industry in town for about 15 years now.
Okay.
The reason why I founded this nonprofit to teach our brothers and sisters and anybody else, like you said,
Right.
about this, because I think that despite the history in this country, despite how soul food, southern food has, which is still little African food,
Yes.
um, it's still no revere as a cuisines,
Right.
right? And then we don't know about it ourselves.
Hmm.
I mean, period. Whether you are born here as an African American, or you are son of or daughter of an immigrant, you don't know much about it, because you can go to any kind of hotel in town and say, "Well, I want to have my event right here." You
Right.
want to have been an event
Yes.
that would team the African event,
Hmm.
yet the food doesn't reflect the people that are in the house.
Right.
So that's what we're trying to change, right? We're trying to educate ourselves and educate the future chef, educate the community about the true African food, and make sure that it become known so people are not scared of it.
Right. Now,
So
so and that's one thing that you I guess here on both, at least on our side,
yeah,
and some people are apprehensions
yes,
about trying new things.
yep,
I don't care if it's African food or any kind of food,
yes, you gotta try it.
because you get so used to what you've been eating.
Mm-hmm.
However, why is it so important that the African American and the African immigrant,
Mm-hmm.
because we are different.
Yes,
Uh, why is it so important that we connect?
I tell you one thing. I'm a firm believer that that's just in general.
Hmm.
That when you like somebody's food, it's hard to hate them.
Hmm.
You can't like the food and hate the person the food comes from. So among ourselves, if we can go on that journey to rediscover Africa through food,
Hmm.
we will really see how we can connect together as
Right.
African brothers and sisters first, the
Right.
African diaspora.
Right.
We ought to go back and say, okay, this is because our ancestors brought this here, and then they find a way to use what they have right here to perpetuate the culture.
Right.
And then now you have us born and raised here, and those that came here now calling this home, um, that don't even know much about it.
Right.
They don't perpetuate it. So I think we're losing it. And if you go to any culture that's an indigenous culture, you will see that that's what has happened. They grow up not knowing their own food. And I think we all talk about coming together, doing things together, bringing the diaspora together. What is that one tool that makes it easy for us to come together? If it's not food,
Yep. Food is.
that's what I think is important for us. And then do it the right way.
Hmm.
And now, I don't mean to say that I am the best at it. I'm not saying that. Just because I went to culinary school and worked in the hotel industry doesn't mean that I am the only person. There are so many African restaurants in town that you can go to. But folks also have to recognize and realize that if people are used to a certain way of how food is presented to them.
Right.
So this is why I encourage anybody to do the process, the work,
Hmm.
learn about it, learn how to. So it's a way. There's a way to introduce people to African food.
Right.
You can't just jump and go just straight to something that they're not used to if you don't bring them. So that's
Right.
a how. That's why for us we want to teach it.
Now at the Afrofest,
Yes.
will people be able to test
So
a
yeah,
taste test, different foods, so they can break down the stereotypes or fear.
yes, Afrofest is all about tasting and then testing everything.
Okay.
From the moment you step in there, when you go to the children education village,
Okay.
where you're going to see a lot of people, a lot of brothers, not only African but African American
Right.
entrepreneurs,
Hmm.
that are there teaching about the culture. You are learning something,
Okay.
literally. And then also when you go to the African market room, you can buy things, craft and all that.
Right.
That also about culture. When you go to the food row, you have all kind of food entrepreneurs that are serving African food right there as well.
Hmm.
Now, for us, we win the Children Education Center teaching kids, and kids will have an opportunity to get their hands dirty. We're going
Right.
to be making a well-known donut called Puff Puff,
Okay.
and we're going to be getting kids that's going to help us to fry those and teach them how to do this. Then guess what? Every parent that brings the kid there,
Right.
we're gonna have like a passport of the land,
Okay.
and we just want you to go educate yourself. If you fill in that passport and come to us, you get a free donut, and your kid get a free donut.
Okay.
And not only that, you have a chance to also win um, a ticket for our capstone dinner that we do after each cohort that we have. So we're really trying to get the community to come to Afrofest and learn about it and
Hmm.
really be inspired. And we want you to bring your kids so they can learn, because we have folks, not just our House of Art Foundation, but other community partners that are going to come there
Hmm.
that's going to showcase the African food,
Right.
showcase the African culture. So this is we know this to encourage people. So and then beside the music and the other folks that are going to be performing, it's an opportunity for anybody that claim to be from African descent, and not only that, anybody that
Mhm.
wants to understand us
Right.
to come here in Omaha, Nebraska. 6 year in row Afrofest. This year is gonna be at the Harlem American Park.
And that's hold on, let me see,
Yeah.
we get the glasses off.
Yes.
That's 800 Douglas Street,
Yes.
at the riverfront. So is
Yeah.
that where is that? 100 Douglas Street. So that is that in the city?
Yeah, in the city. That's right here. That's the park, right by Conagra, right by the Illuminarium.
Oh, okay. So it's
So
also
yeah,
so the downtown part where
yeah,
where they where the old okay, right downtown.
yeah, right
Okay.
downtown. This here is moved downtown, so it's closer, centralized, right there, so everybody to come down. So and beautiful layout. A lot of people gonna be there as far as
Cool, cool,
artists
cool.
and stuff like that.
Okay,
So
now
yeah.
it is a donation, $25 donation for young people. Is that correct?
Yeah, so don't $25 for adults.
For
Yeah,
adults,
$25 for adults, and
yeah,
then $15 for anybody that is.
a student.
Yep, it doesn't matter how old, as long as you have your student ID, you're good.
Okay, and come out, man, come out. So we got music, dance, fashion, art. There's going to be all types of vendors out there, so you can experience um, the homeland.
Yes, you can.
The homeland.
And then one thing I want to mention is that the tickets that are here that I'm showing you, some lucky winners can win this. As you're going to elaborate more on that.
Yep.
So you have the adult ticket, that's a $25, donation, like you were saying. But if you do chime in, Dr. King will let you win that. We also have we have 4 of those, and we have 6 for students as well. And if you get a VIP ticket, you get to be where we have a live demo, as far as for me, live demo, and then cooking food and tasting there. If you get a VIP ticket, you
Okay.
have Jack Bigadoo from Hood Sommelier also making some mixing over there, so that you can have at your pleasure if you
Right
get the
now.
VIP ticket.
Right now. So we're gonna be giving away tickets later on in the hour for sure. I got guests after guests after guests, and we will be promoting this event, and so you'll be hearing more about this event on the airways. So come on, Jack. You'll be hearing more about this on the airways. Got the other entrepreneur coming in. This brother is expert on libation, and you got to have food and libation.
You do.
You know what I mean? Because after you eat the food, you got to drink something. You got to wash it down, right? Right, chef.
Yep.
And my man,
It goes together. You don't even have to
right?
wash it down. You have to have it together.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
to have it together.
Yeah.
So I'm a let Jack have this seat. I'm gonna let you guys conversate for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna let Jack talk about his contribution to
Yeah.
the Afrofest in regards to libation and beverage, but also how we're going to bring that black diaspora, together
Together.
through food and drink.
Yes.
So
Well, thank you. I mean, it's funny you mentioned that because you started to deal with education, right?
right,
And that's one thing that we all have in common. Whether it's Jack from Hood Sommelier, whether it's Jamil from House Bar Foundation, or Jubel from Afrofest or Afromaha, we all about educating the community and bringing us together. So Jack's not just about drinking, but he's about educating also. That's
right,
one important thing that I want to mention right here.
right.
Yeah, usually, the catalyst, or should I say the trifecta of a good time or joy of life, I would describe, will be good people, good food, and good spirits.
Right.
And when it comes to spirits, my goal in the industry have always been to educate people in the minority community, because I feel like we are not a monolith. We enjoy a bunch of stuff on the market. A lot of brands try to cater to only black people only drink Hennessy, or black people only do this. The goal is to break that stereotype as we walk in and trying our food and connecting with folks. It's important that we make it about all the people. We bring elevated experiences. So at the festival, you are actually going to experience some brands that are very exclusive. I'm working with Brown Foreman, Pernod Ricard, and a few brands around the United States to bring you Irish whiskey, Scotch, bourbon, tequila, but not just the regular thing. The VIP experience is going to have spirits that you may not even get a chance to even grab at the store, but you get to educate yourself on them, try them, and learn more about them. So next time you go outside, you don't have to settle for what is sold to you as a minority person, but you get to try something on the upper echelon. Yeah.
Now that's good. That's really the stuff that we're talking about, right? You know that we just box ourselves into a silo thinking this is what we just drink. And this morning, Dr. King was talking about we have to unlearn what we learn to move forward. And then I just felt like it was just the motto of the whole Afrofest to get people to realize that, to get people to learn that. So now you're doing this in the VIP section where we will also be as Atma
Yeah,
Foundation.
you and
Yeah,
I will be
yeah,
in the, in
yeah,
the
we be
VIP.
area. But before that, I was telling folks that we will be also in the children educational village where we will not only be teaching folks, educating folks about African food, African culture, with other organizations, with Art Plug, with Hanscom, All People Paint 3, with African Immigrant Family Services, and then also Metropolitan Community College over there. It's about Africa. It's about learning some things that people don't know about Africa. We're also going to have a demo live where kids can come get their hand dirty and make puff puff live, and kids will have a chance to earn a donut and parent as well. So, how important, Jack, is it for us to come together and to give opportunity for our diaspora to learn this?
Um, I, I, the one thing most people don't realize is seeing is believing.
Yes.
A lot of people, when growing up, I'm the perfect example. My daughter is a mixed kid.
Yes.
She did not grow up in Africa.
Hmm.
I'm a first generation immigrant.
Hmm.
A lot of first generation immigrant, a lot of African people, even African American people.
Yes.
Yeah, you've seen Wakanda on
Hmm.
TV. You've never been to Africa. One of the catalysts to push people to maybe want to visit the continent, maybe look at their neighbor a little differently.
Exactly.
People like me that are
Hmm.
first generation immigrant.
Hmm.
My daughter is a senior high school now.
Yeah.
She's bringing her friends,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
We there's something about pride that people
Yes.
forget, right?
Yes.
So there's something about personal pride and heritage
Yes.
that needs to come to the forefront of people to say, first, Africa is not a country, is a continent. Second, culture is what keeps you alive, right?
Yes.
But the only way you understand pride, culture, and the origin of where you're from is through education.
Exactly.
Now, I obviously will be there in most places and trying to connect with the folks
Yes.
and more. But obviously my sector is more grown folks
Yeah. Yeah.
business, right?
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
when the kids go to sleep, come sit down. And let me tell you, especially my target audience is usually young professionals.
Yes.
Young
Yes.
professionals that are coming in that you are, I I cannot I cannot tell you the number of people that say, "Hey, I just started this job. I'm doing really well, but I
Mm.
went out with people and they ordered this thing and they called this thing, but I didn't want to embarrass myself, so
So,
I just didn't say anything.
hmm.
So I just ordered what I knew was
Yeah,
vodka cranberry and
yeah,
or something." Now this is your chance. You have another professional in front of you that
yep.
is telling you, "Let me cheat you
Hmm.
next time you stand in front of those CEO anymore." Where the conversation can go when you
Hmm.
say, "I want a McAllen 18."
Yep.
What do you know about that?
I don't
Or
know. Yeah.
I've learned from somebody who looks like me
Yep.
and sound like me. So
Yes.
example is what we are trying to show here.
Yes.
Kids, young professional, you've seen people that look like you, sound like you, teaching you things that normally you have to pay someone
To teach you.
to teach you.
Yeah.
This is your opportunity.
And, you can't say it better than that. That's what Jack's talking about, right? Seeing and believing. Like he gave an example of his daughter. I have so many of those stories. That's what's important for us. For me, like Jack said, we stay in our lane, which is food for us, to educate our generation and the next generation. If we can use food as a tool to bring us together, we're losing it. And for me, I've seen places where people have come, and I was working there, and they want to have their event, but the food didn't look like and taste and smell like who they are. So if we claim to be diverse, and then we want to be diverse. Don't let anybody tell you that DEI is a bad word now or diversity and inclusion mean bad thing. No, food is food. If the food on the table does not look like the community that we want to create, then we lying to ourselves. Don't tell me that we are diverse here because we can have everybody have the event right here. Most of the call that I get to cater for, Jack, a mixed couple,
Mhm,
our first generation,
mhm,
and then people that feel like it's not me. I
mhm.
want to have a wedding, but the food does not look like what I want it to be.
And the word we live in now is so can be polarized, right? People
Yeah,
left, right.
yeah,
I
mm,
walk this way and that way, but i- a little tweak goes a long way.
exactly.
And that's all we are trying to do
Yep.
in diaspora, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to bring a little tweak. We're not forgetting where we're from. The
Yep.
foundation of who we are is who we are. But if you can, loving your neighbor come from maybe, and I say maybe, letting your palate explore. Because we all
Yep.
eat,
Yep. We
we
all eat.
all drink
It's
something.
exactly.
Just letting your palate explore, maybe a little bit of anise, a little bit of clove,
Yep.
a little bit of curry
Mhm.
may change maybe how you look at your neighbor,
And how what you think about your
about your
neighbor.
neighbor.
You
Because
know.
I've seen people walk to, African people
Hmm.
or people from other
Yes.
countries and go, "Oh, they smell weird."
Hmm.
But that's because you never grew up in an immigrant
In your
household,
house,
right?
you never
Or
had
you
those
never grew up in a
spices.
black household.
Yes.
So you don't know that when they're making collard green
Hmm.
or we making goat meat,
Yeah.
yeah, that goat meat is gonna stick in your clothes forever,
Yeah.
right?
That's what it is.
So next time your neighbor passes you, instead of looking at them with a weird way, you go, "Did you had goat meat last night?"
Yeah.
Is a conversation,
Yeah.
regardless of where you're from,
Yep.
is now a conversation versus a ding
And
or a slide on
yeah,
somebody.
nothing different than living, on rural America and then having an uncle that goes hunting.
Hmm.
When he comes back with that deer, it's gonna smell some funny
Hmm.
way because
Hmm.
that's not what you're used to. But if you open up yourself, then you will know. That's exactly what we're trying to do at Afrofest. Afrofest is the culmination of all these things that we're talking about. Libation,
Hmm.
drinks. So Jack said it very well. If you allow yourself to taste something, whether it's literally tasting with your tongue or visually with your eyes, you will have a different perspective. And this is something for us. When I say us, I'm talking the African diaspora, all of us, to be part of, to make sure that we show up for Afrofest. For me,
Bring your kids.
bring your kids. It's free for 0 to 12.
Bring your kids.
It's free for 0 to 12. And I tell you what, even if you want to get 20% off, use the code HOB20. You get 20% off your purchase of tickets.
Very easy.
HOB20, you get 20% off. This is an opportunity for us to have a festival like this in Omaha, Nebraska. Afrofest is something that it will change your mindset, it will change who you are, will introduce your kid, anybody that has either desire to know more about the African diaspora or has an African diaspora root
Even
in
the
him.
Afro
You
Caribbean,
yeah.
because we all
When we're
connected.
talking about diaspora, we're talking about everybody. Whether
We
you're
all
from Brazil,
connected.
whether you're
Yeah.
from Guyana, whether if you as long as you have the African blood, you can't tell me that you don't see yourself Afro first.
Mhm.
So that's really what we want to do, and then we want to just share the word.
Now, if
And
you're African
yeah,
curious,
that's also an
that's the
opportunity.
other place I tell people, because
Yeah,
any of my event, obviously that involve libation, I always say it's either people that love libation, which mostly are more Caucasian, that are African curious,
mhm.
and or Africans that actually want to know more about libation. So if you're Afrocentric curious,
Yes,
this goes to my white folks. Bring your people, right? This is your chance to see us in our environment in a non-threatening way, right?
never
and,
threatened, never
and and
threatened.
and then really enjoy and see everyone. And one of the things someone told me is that Omaha may be small, but we don't get a chance to see each other often.
Yeah, yes,
It is more like if an event happened in South Omaha, it's only South Omaha people, North Omaha, Northwest, and that. But Afrofest bring everyone together. So this is your chance to bring your coworker, bring your friends, bring you gonna get a chance to see someone that you haven't seen in a long time. Even I every year see someone that I'm like, wow, it's been 3 years that I've seen you still in
yes.
Omaha. The chance to reconnect with
Yep.
with your community, your own community. So
And if you are a young professional, like this Jack say, you want to just network, that's an opportunity to also come.
you know
You're
what?
gonna just gain.
Network is better.
Yeah.
Give us a recap, Chef, of what's going to happen next Saturday.
So next Saturday, September 1st, at the Heartland of American Park, Afrofest from 2 to 10, there's gonna be culture, there's gonna be art, there's gonna be music, dance, food, everything to give you a little synopsis of Africa here in Omaha, Nebraska. You're gonna have Jack from Who's Sommelier also in the VIP area, creating something, creating things that are have a twist of Africa in them, right? You're gonna have us also doing things, create a street corner food out in the VIP area. But before that, in the children education village, you will have a chance to bring your kid. They will get their hands dirty, and they will be able to cook with us live. And then we'll have Up People Point 3, African Migrant Family Services, giving out and educating about Africa. So it's important that you show up. Again, code HOB20 will give you 20% off. This is an important event that you don't want to miss out.
Where's it going to be located at this year?
It's gonna be in the heartland of American Park. So it's right downtown. You can make it next to the Luminarium, and then beautiful venue. Right by the Lewis
Once you
and
see
Park. Yes,
the water, you're close.
you're close. Yeah, exactly.
If you're somebody like me that doesn't know direction,
Yeah.
just keep driving
Yep.
downtown to look right.
Yes.
You see the water, you probably
It's
see
Heartland of
us.
American Park. The address is 800, I think, Dog. 800, there you go, 800 Douglas Street.
Very
And we'll be
easy.
talking more about this. And don't forget, you will get a chance to win a ticket with Dr. King if you stay tuned and want to just come to this. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all.
No,
Yep.
absolutely. Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Let me put some music on
Yep.
real quick, and then we'll take a picture.
Yeah.
And then Omaha, the Birds, the Bluffs, the Chef, and Jack slide through. Like I said, we'll begin with some tickets. I got we got another concert coming up, and I got the promoters, and they got a major job fair. So if you guys are looking for a job, stay tuned. Stay tuned. We're gonna be right back with you. In the meantime, let me see. We're gonna go into the sick and shed in for those that are locked up. Yes, Dust County, Suffolk County, East Omaha, Tecumseh, Geneva, oh yeah, York, and even our juvenile facilities. This is one for you. All right, boss with us.
I can't commit to nobody, baby. Last woman I gave my heart to, man. I'm still picking up the pieces. Shit. Bought a ring and I proposed to you. All them hidden secrets I ain't supposed to you. Girl, you had me thinking I was close to you, but now that love is overdue. It ain't about our time, then I'm a ghost to you. I just think our time should mean the most to you. You don't see the wrong you do. You ain't see the love that I was showing you, and you don't seem to think I got emotion too. But girl, I gave my soul to you. How only you know what I'm going through. Please tell me what else am I supposed to do? I was hoping. Maybe you could heal a heart that's cut wide open. Cause I don't seem to have any emotion. And before I lost my heart, my love was golden. I'm heartbroken. When I was trying to fight that case, he hung up in my face. I wish the tables turned so I could show you how it tastes. How would you feel if you went to jail and love and got replaced? How would you feel if the love you thought was real was really fake? How would you feel if the love and time you put in was a waste? I was too real with my love and time, and that was my mistake. Walking my shoes and tell me you wouldn't feel like a disgrace. These are lifelong memories and they'll never be erased. I deal with them every day. I've been hurting every way. I'm used to being betrayed. Got so used to being played. But I'm more mad at myself. I had the choice and chose to stay. Cause you justify everything you do and say like it's okay. Yeah, I was hoping maybe you could heal a heart that's cut wide open. Cause I don't seem to have any emotion. But before I lost my heart, my love was golden. I'm heartbroken. Broken hearted, yeah, it feel like an emergency. My heart been hurting me. I feel like murdering everybody who claimed they love me and deserted me. I might as well add everybody to the murder scene. My heart so broke, it ain't no fixing, it was surgery. I wish I knew a way to fix these problems with some urgency. Maybe it's just my intuition alerting me they don't deserve the king. They deserve somebody worse than me. Cause in my head I see everybody else versus me. On top of that, my big brother went down for first degree. Before he left me, he tried to get me to learn some things, but I was immature and didn't want nobody coerce me. Nobody would encourage me. I took it personally, and that's what made a monster burst out in the mercy. Cause I looked out for everybody that would turn to me, and I can't find no help now that my situation's hurting. Maybe you could heal a heart that's cut wide open. Cause I don't seem to have any emotion. When before I lost my heart, my love was golden. I'm heartbroken. You ain't helping me, you harming me. I'm just trying to fix myself.
All right, Omaha, the Birds of Bless. I want to thank Jack and the chef for coming through. You know, we got the Afro Fest September the 1st, but the day before, the jump off. Oh, yeah, the jump off. You know, man, the Black Diaspora, we got that whole weekend. So we want everybody to come out, the Burbs, the Bluffs. We want everybody to come out. Oh, yeah, we're going to break down stereotypes. We want to have, especially if y'all want to have the first woman Black president. She got a little Indian, little African in her. She got a little bit of everything in her. Don't get mad at me because everybody love everybody. Oh man, today is Black Friday. You know, I like to bring attention to doing Black business, supporting Black business without a doubt. And we encourage our neighbors to support Black business. We some good people. Oh yeah, we some good people. And then everybody trying to get over to America because you know why? Because of our ancestors. Blood, sweat, and tears.
Right.
Blood, sweat, and tears. Now everybody trying to come back all over here, all around the world. And we don't even take advantage. We don't even take advantage of it. Let me turn the lights on. We get the mood because we got some beauty in the room with all this handsomeness. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, stay at the moon, at the moonlight. Omaha, the Birds of Bless. Again, today is Black Friday. We encourage you to support a Black business, and we encourage our neighbors to support a Black business because Black people support all business every day. And we just want to just reciprocate, do business. We got another guest in the house. You know how these stars are. They got their own noun, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases, predicates. Oh, yes. And prepositional phrases. I'm going to let her introduce herself because she wants you guys to level up and do some other stuff too while we at it.
Hello, good morning. My name is Michaela Blankman with Omaha Skills Connection. I am here to help promote with Calvin Williams the Level Up event. It is not only a job and housing fair, but it is a resource fair. And we are really, really excited to come back for the third year. We're going to be even bigger and better. We have giveaways, resources, free food, family fun. We are just really looking forward to having you and your family come out at no cost to level up.
Okay. Now, Blank Man. Okay, now, is a Blank Man like a superhero or something?
It is a superhero movie.
Oh, no, all right,
yes,
yeah,
yes, you got it right.
All right, no, I ain't
right.
gonna mess with you this morning because you're from that lineage. Okay, now, why is it called Level Up?
Level Up really challenges people to utilize the resources in the community and really challenge themselves to step up, right? Mm-hmm. We provide opportunities for people to take advantage, but really it's up to the individual to be able to stand up, level up, and get ready and follow through. So not only to come down, get the free food, but follow through that next Monday or Tuesday with that employer or resource. That's what we're about. So we're asking people to level up.
So now it's not, just bringing the so-called horse to the lake to drink, but they actually got to drink. They actually got to do the work.
That's right. And that's what we're trying to do this year. We're trying to be very intentional with the follow-up that we have. We have over 1,300 people already registered. So it's going to be bigger and better than even the last year or the year before. So we really are intentionally providing resources for people. And on top of that, we have a car to auction that is free. You have to be present. We have a washer and dryer. We have free food. So we have a plethora of opportunities for people to come down and just get those resources.
So you talking about, man, so a car raffle. So I'll talk to my man Calvin and say they got like a Volkswagen or something like that?
Yeah, it's a 2012 Volkswagen Jetta that we're going to be raffling off. And all the raffles is free. Everything at Level Up is free. And the reason we call it Level Up is because during COVID, we did Freedom Tainment did a survey. And there, we found out that people wanted to work because everybody was saying, well, don't nobody want to work. No, people want to work. They just needed an increase in income because inflation was eating everything up during COVID because wasn't nobody working, but the inflation was increasing. So what we do at Freedom Tainment, we went and talked to some of our sponsors that paid like $20, $30 an hour starting out. And we figured out that if somebody got an increase of $7 to $5 an hour, that would be able to help them to sustain themselves, and then that way they can sustain their family.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't know, like the first year, Union Pacific was the sponsor for Level Up, and they talked about their second chance program.
Right.
How they hire felons to work at Union Pacific, and a lot of their jobs started out at $30 an hour, and they're gonna be back this year at Level Up.
Right.
What our sponsors or the people that come to Level Up with the jobs, even the city of Omaha, everybody, that the job pool has changed now. So now you might have to train somebody. Everybody not gonna go to college.
Right.
That's the reason why this year we partnered with J.E. Dunn so we could bring in the trades. And that's why we kind of sponsored with Omaha Skills Connection, because Michaela had a connection with the trades. And she was telling me, look, Calvin, you need to bring these trades in because they'll train people. And when most of the trades pay $20 an hour starting out the gate.
Right. And AI is not going to take a plumber job away or electrician job away.
Yeah, or let's say I went and talked to the pipe fitters when she started talking about the trades. You cannot build a building without a pipe fitter.
Without doubt.
And they have most of all the city contracts in the city. They got all the contracts. So these is jobs you can have for the rest of your life. And then guess what you can do when you retire? Go and train somebody to be a pipe fitter and still make $50, $60 an hour.
Right.
Yep, with a pension.
Without doubt.
And so level up basically is about introducing people to the same resources or more, because at first we called it a job and tailgating event because it's an unorthodox resource fair because the traditional things wasn't working.
Right.
Like I was going to a lot of these job fairs, like 10, 15 people were showing up. And I was like, dang, man, why don't thousands of people come to get jobs and resources?
Well, I think one of the reasons why you guys are successful and it's the principle of God, using collective economics, collective intelligence. You're bringing people together and using collective economics. I mean, that's the only way you're going to succeed. We got too many individuals doing individual things, and you're only going to attract your individual sphere of influence. And so it's important that we do things together. Things together, like Ms. Blankman said, level up. We could talk about it, but are we actually doing what we're talking about? And I think I know the reason why you guys are successful, because you're bringing all these different entities, all these different categories of business together, making them talk in regards, even the government on down, making them talk in the same room to make sure that everyone's leveling up, because it's going to take everybody. It's going to take everybody. One organization cannot do it. It can't. It's impossible.
Plus, what makes this different is you can bring your kids to this job fair. You can bring your family. We got things for people to do. We got a Heartland workforce there to help you fill out job applications and things of that nature. We got, popcorn, face painting, cotton candy, free food, so your family can enjoy themselves. We got dance teams, just a plethora of things to do while you talk to these providers.
Right. And you're doing that the Leahy Park, where they got infrastructure for young people, to play. Is that where the roller skate ring and all that stuff?
Well,
that little fella north.
We're gonna be on the 13th Street side of the Gene Leahy Mall, where they be having the food trucks and stuff like that.
Okay, cool.
Because we serving food, so it makes it more, accessible to be able to feed people.
Right.
And then, like Michaela said, this is our third year, and we've had the most people pre-register this year.
Right.
Over 1,300 people.
I know for a fact. I've been involved with other job fairs, and they've been, like you said, they've been struggling, mainly because they just doing that as one entity. And so you're going to only attract those individuals that's interested in that specific job. But when you bring a lot of people together, now you have the opportunity to cross promote and attract even more people that you didn't even perceive that your job even existed, or that might be something that they want to try, different in regards to a new career. But doing things collectively is so important.
And plus, by us having it down at the Gene Leahy Mall, we're able to bring that diversity into it.
Yeah.
Of a safe place that's kind of like neutral, where a lot of the companies are already downtown.
Right.
So they feel comfortable coming there, talking to people in the community about the jobs. Because, Freedom Taming, we based out of North Omaha, so we focus mainly on the North Omaha community, because that's where a lot of the people live at. But also, we started to focus on Douglas County and North Omaha so we could have a bigger impact.
Well, North Omaha is only like 41%. We have a lot of people that from the Black diaspora that live all around this community. And so, like I said, it's a great move to just open it up beyond so-called North Omaha. And so if you are in need, or if you know someone in need of a job or house resources or re-entry, they got all type of re-entry programs for those that are felons. I'm tired of saying everybody want to soften stuff, coming home sentence, felons, because the world treats you as felons, and you're going to be discriminated against. I'm a former probation officer. A black man, we already discriminated against. Now you got a felony on you. Oh, you're double discriminated against. So this is an opportunity where they're going to bring employers that are felony friendly in regards to hiring you. But you got to be in the room. And we're tired of hearing all the excuses. I got a felony. I can't. Ain't nobody gonna help me. No, you got to level up. Be there next Saturday. It's going to happen from 11 to 4. 11 to 4. UP. Calvin just mentioned hire felons. And so they're going to be other organizations that do hire felons that actually appreciate you serving your time, rehabilitating, and trying to give you a chance back in the workforce.
Well, that's a good thing. That's another reason why we brought in the trades, because people don't understand that the trades, they just want to train people, but also every organization now need bodies. That's why we came up with Level Up.
Right.
Because we were doing the Omaha Freedom Festival. Our biggest sponsor was Union Pacific, and they don't have a service or a product. They move trains.
Right.
So I went to them and I was like, how can we be an asset to you? They said, well, what can you do that'll attract a large amount of people to talk about resources and jobs? I said, tell me something that people don't know about your company. And that's how, when they told me about the Second Chance program, I said, that's what you need to talk about when you come down here. Because I said, a lot of people don't know that you could be a felon. You can make $30 an hour. Like Michaela was saying, retire with a good pension and take care of yourself and your family. And that's what it's all about is I think it's about educating people, making sure they can take care of themselves, bringing economics back to the community.
Right.
That way that lowers the crime, it lowers everything, because when you got money, you ain't got time to be thinking about trying to do something wrong, because you're working, you tired, you got a family, you got
money.
And you got money.
Right.
So
you try to keep that rolling.
Yeah, we want to continue to try to keep, making sure that people in the community are getting the right resources, getting educated about things that's going on, but also making it as economic as possible to take out all the excuses. That's why it's called Freedom Taming, because most of our programs, all our programs are free, and we're going to feed you. We're going to give you some entertainment. We're going to give you a free haircut. We're going to give you some a chance to win a car, a chance to get a washer and dryer so you can wash the clothes, a laptop so you can fill out the applications. We're going to have it all there. And we're going to give away bicycles. So if you don't win the car, you can ride your bike to work.
Right. Or ride it back from the job fair. So, it's a great event. It's necessary. Someone has to be an example where you bring a collection of organizations together for one common goal. It's to basically love thy neighbor. This is actually a love thy neighbor event. I keep telling, if you've been naughty, you'll be saved if you come to this event, because it's God-like people that's going to be there. Again, if you need resources from A to Z, you need to be in the building. The city's going to be there. They're going to have all types of resources. They're going to be all types of jobs, but also they're going to be opportunities to, like I said, rent a car, to rent washer and dryer, and also to fellowship. But the main thing is to wow. I mean, I love this event. But later on that night, y'all got something else going on, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's going to be a busy day that day because we're doing our Level Up fundraiser, is that night too at Malcolm X at the outside event plaza. And we're going to be bringing Jacquees back because of the big reaction we had when we brought him downtown.
Okay.
But also we're going to have some support for him this time. We're bringing Days Loaf, Vito, and they added T-Rail to this concert too.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing T-Rail from
he called. He said, "Man," he said, "Boy," he said, "you got to put me on this." But also, I got to say, thanks to my man Harold Monday, because he the one that really hooked that up.
Okay, cool.
And said, "Man, T-Rail need to be on this concert." And so we want to make sure that people come out and support this, because this is how we make money to get to buy all the things that we give away to people in the community.
Without doubt, you got to create a cycle effect. You got to create a product or service in order to support your philanthropic, outreach that you're doing earlier that day. So it's gonna be at the Malcolm X Outdoor Event Plaza, 3448 Evans. Everybody know where it is. and we'll be giving out tickets to that also. It's going to be a wonderful, like I said, this is going to be the jump off into a wonderful weekend. This is Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, this is going to be Saturday, August 31st.
Okay.
And I forgot to say that anybody that want to come to the job fair, just go to freedomtainment.com and click on Level Up and register, please, because, you know, that's how we count people. That's how we make sure we got enough of everything for everybody that's coming.
Right.
Yeah, and you can win a car because all the raffles and everything is free. But you got to download a free ticket and come to Level Up to get a raffle ticket.
Okay, so they have to register in order to win a car.
To win a car, you do have to register and be present to win all these prizes.
Okay, so you guys you got to be in the building, stay in the building, y'all. I was there last year. It was epic. It was centralized. You had seen all cultures down there. And it is connected to the new park where the kids can't play. They just got to walk just a little bit down where they got all that stuff. Everything is there. Everything is there. Everything you need to there to create that family love. The adults can go get their jobs, but also entertain the children and create some great memories.
Yeah, I'm just saying that we want to make sure that we be an asset to the community. So we want everybody to come out, you know, even though we having a concert that night, we want to make sure that we emphasize on the resources and then come have some fun.
Right.
You know.
Anything else missing?
Okay, well, I really want to just double back to the Level Up event and the fact that we have some new resources out here like Eagle Free Golf. They're going to be down there and that's free for kids. And so again, it's just encouraging families to level up and not only level up for the parents, but for the kids as well. Okay. So we're all about youth building. We'll have several mentoring programs down there, 3M Academy, as well as Crown Academy. So we will have resources for youth as well. So we want to not only engage the parents, but the youth as well.
Tell us a little bit more about 3M Academy.
So 3M Academy is a brand new mentoring program that will launch spring 2025. We had success. Omaha Skills had success with the rollout of Crown Academy this summer. Mm-hmm. We had 100% success rate. We had little to no funding, but we made it work with community support. And that's exactly what we're going to do with 3M. We're going to take young men that want to do better and be better, and we're going to encourage them to be confident, fearless, and ready for success. So we're going to focus on the arts. We're going to teach kids that want to go into art in any non-traditional career path. We're going to get them together and connect them with the right individuals.
Interesting. You know, I'm put a challenge to you, Miss. Since you're a superhero, I got to put a challenge to you, and only superheroes can do this. I was at a meeting with Chief Smarter, and he was on a panel. You know, everybody like to praise everybody, but I asked him a question because everybody want to put money. And I'm a former probation officer, so I could talk like this. Everybody want to put money on the penal side, the punishment side, on the reactionary side. You know, there's a cause and effect. See, we smart over here on the effect side. Everybody want to put money on the effect side, but no one want to put money on the cause side. So I asked the chief. I said, "Well, chief, I said you guys can advocate for money in your budget, or you can write grants." I said, "Well, why don't you write a grant for a preventative program where you can partner with Step Up Omaha or what's the other gang? U-Turn,
Mm-hmm.
And all these other youth organizations, and you guys going to grant together, and that's still policing."
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Well, I got a little close. So that's a great idea, but I need y'all to come together because the mayor gave almost half her budget to the police. I thought it was safe around here. That's why I heard crime was down. Why they get more money? And since they get more money, why aren't you organizations, even teammate? Everybody's needing mentors. Everybody is everybody. So why aren't you guys going to the police department, all you guys together, and say, well, can we give like 5% of that budget for preventative I guarantee you it'll decrease crime. So I'm challenging to you. It's only one it's only one blank man. It's only one. And and even you guys out there in that's hearing me, Rachel, everybody that's out there, Kara, everybody that's dealing, Charles Drew got the men for where's that, whatever that, I forget, that men for a lifetime. They got all this stuff, but black men are the most incarcerated species in America, right here in Omaha, Nebraska. Shouts out to Omaha World Herald, because they reported the truth. We wouldn't even known it without Omaha World Herald, that we are the most incarcerated. The crime, we right here, 43% are children. And so what you're doing is, it's important because you're trying to mentor young males.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think collectively together, if we can work together and put some resources out there that are not overlapping, I think it starts early. We got to start early before it's too late.
Period. Well, Omaha, the birds are blessed. I don't want to get political. So but I got a couple of people that asked something. I think they probably asked me, what happened to the millions of dollars Omaha and the unemployment office received through COVID to train Omaha for these jobs. That's why we love our neighbors. That's why we got to do it for self. I learned that early from my mama. If you want something done, do it yourself. So it's kind of like, it's a detriment now, because sometimes I need help, but I don't ask for help. But what my mama taught me is true. If you want something done right, do it yourself. And so you can't depend on someone that this is Black Friday that captured us. I mean, I just gotta tell the truth. Miss Ann said, have you guys thought ever to use Flanagan for outdoor concerts? I have. It's school property. School property don't allow alcohol beverage on their property. Now, I know the last superintendent, she didn't go over there, so I don't know if they part of OPS or not. I'm glad she gone, because our kids are suffering. Y'all liked her though. But I think we need to have some libations over there. They sneaking stuff over there anyway. I understand using Malcolm X, but the parking is a inconvenience. That eventually that's going to change. Eventually that's going to change. But in the meantime, we just got to adapt and adjust. We got to adapt and adjust, because that's the only really infrastructure that allow us to be us, really.
And you got to think that I'm glad somebody did bring that up, because we put in our plan for money to build a venue and purchase a property, but we just haven't raised up enough money, and we hoping in our next 5 years that we'll be able to do that. But I'm glad that you brought that up. Malcolm X has been a great partner with us, because they understood that, we might have thousands and thousands of people, and we averaging about 10,000 people that come to the events now during Juneteenth. So if anybody in North Omaha or in the whole Douglas County can tell me where we could have the festival in North Omaha where 10,000 people can come, then we open to all those ideas.
Right.
But see, we got a space issue in North Omaha, and I've been telling people that for years, that there's no way where for us to go no more.
Right.
Because we done outgrew Malcolm X these last 3 years, but we know it's still a need for the services and a need for people to celebrate their heritage. We understand that, because the first year we did it, we had over 6,000 people come. We've been averaging 10,000 people the last couple years. It rained this year, but we still had over 7,000 people come to it during inclement weather.
Right.
So we feel that it's important, and so that's why next year we're going to try to do a capital campaign so we can address some of those issues and get them out the way.
Without doubt. And then plus, Malcolm X just got $20 million. And so I know their plan is to build out the infrastructure. So in the next few years, that's going to change. Shouts out to our senators for making that happen. We got to make sure, again, more of that dollars trickle down. They closed Tech High School. We wouldn't be doing all this backpedaling. But They closed tech. They brought I-75. Everything that we're trying to get back now that we already had with Tech High School. Now they got the marble floors over there. They got the marble floors over there. They got the marble floors over there, and our kids are failing. I know they get mad at me because I mean somebody got to tell the truth. Everybody can't be a sucker duck. Everybody can't take an envelope under the table. Everybody can't be a sellout. Level up, y'all. You got to be in the building. It's a great opportunity. If man, I know, man. There's so much help in this community, and I feel like we just refuse to take it sometimes. Sometimes I feel like Lot sometimes, or Noah, just telling everybody, nobody want to get on till it start raining. You know what I mean? For real, I'm really developing a callous, and then you have a great heart. People, try to take advantage of you. They still devilish. I'm just so sick and tired. And then we got local promoters that actually hire your nieces and nephews, your cousins, your mama, your uncles, your daddies, your mamas, local promoters. And then we don't need to support local promoters. I don't care if it's a cancer walk to a free entertainment concert. And that's why we have programs like this, 3M, because my good friend Bro Muhammad says that if the uncles, aunts, the brothers and sisters took care of their nieces and nephews, we wouldn't need mentoring programs. So is it us or is it them? But I know how my mama is. Y'all ain't like us, for real. Cause my mama took care of our neighbors, and I know our neighbors took care of my mama because she couldn't read and write. She depended on her neighbors for our survival. Period. So, Free Entertainment is bringing a God certified event. This is a God certified event. Anytime where you create a conduit of opportunity for the next generation, or this generation at this particular time, this is a God certified event. I got goosebumps, guys in the building. Oh yeah, give me 3 Hail Marys. Give me 3 Hail Marys. Woo! I'm hyped now, baby. I feel like a dunk now. I'm 59. I feel like a dunk right now. Where you at, Michael Jordan? And then later on, you could dance. You can, and this is everybody been in. Nobody want to mingle. And I'm gonna get on y'all ladies. Y'all buying all the toys. Ladies, y'all buying all the toys. And see, even my phone vibrating. Stop it, ladies. Y'all buy the kids. Y'all close Toys R Us. I'm blaming on all the ladies. Leave some toys for the kids, ladies. Come out and mingle, Jacquees. All the men gonna be there. We're gonna be handsome. So if y'all ain't nobody, we're tired of people being alone. Get outside. Get outside. I don't want to hear no COVID stuff. Wear a mask. You know what I mean? We need to get outside. We need to mingle again. You know what I mean? I'm tired of us not supporting in this fear mongering. If you believe in God, God got you. Trust in him. God got you. So we need to get outside. Let's have some libation. Let's not be alone, y'all. Let's meet people. Let's get back to how God wants us to be. We're mammals, okay? Let's not suffer in silence. The day is Black Friday, and we're supporting Free Entertainment because they're a Black organization, y'all. They need volunteers, they need donations, and they need collaborations. And that's why we bring them here, because they're doing the work of God. Anytime you bring people together that create a conduit of opportunity for the next generation, isn't that God-like? I think that's what Jesus did. I don't know. Do you? See, well, I like God. See, boy, God used to be ringing me. Yeah. Well, see. So, Miss Blankman, superhero at. Any parting words?
We just want everybody to enjoy the weekend, the holiday weekend, and B, really fellowship. And it gives you a chance to get the kids together. You don't have to find a babysitter. Bring your cousins, the nieces. everybody together because there's a resource I guarantee for everybody. We'll have the game. We will have food and free entertainment, but most importantly, we want to provide the resources for the youth and free haircuts.
Free hair. Oh yeah, haircuts haircuts going up. Usually men haircuts was cheap. Boy, they like women haircuts now. Boy. We got the designer stuff. Brother Calvin, anything that we didn't discuss that you want to make sure we get across?
No, I just want to make sure that people, they can go to freedomtainment.com to download a free ticket to Level Up. If you want to go to the concert, just click on Level Up Fundraiser and click that link if you want to go see Jacquees, Days Low, Vito, and T-Rail.
Okay.
And I just want to thank all the partners that support these events because it's more than us, like you said, BK. It's collaborations with all the organizations that we've been able to collaborate with over the years that understand that, people need jobs, people need entertainment, people need education. And that's kind of like the mission of Freedomtainment is to educate, empower, and entertain the community. And we just want to make sure that we doing that and people are being receptive to it. If not, let us know. Email us or come by the office, 6720 North 30th Street. And let us know any resource that we could bring for next year, any artists that we could bring, anybody you think we need to collaborate with, just send us that information so we'll be able to make sure that's happening and that we can serve more people in the community.
Without a doubt. So, and then next year is Native Omaha Days, and we are already in the talks of collaborating already. And so we want to bring back the Stone Soul. I'm gonna call it barbecue because a picnic means to pick a Negro. We're gonna educate. We're not gonna continue to perpetuate slave language, also, so we can continue to perpetuate slave mindset. And so we're gonna bring that back. We're gonna make sure it's a safe event, and we want the whole community to come out because just like my brothers here from the Afro Fest, we got to bring our culture together by food and by music and libation. And what better way than to do that and to bring that history back? It's going to be necessary.
And we try to make these events as safe as possible. Just like you said, at Malcolm X, we always have R&B artists come, and we have security and, like you said, food, drinks, and just things for people to do so they can enjoy themselves. Talk to your neighbors, meet a girl.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. A lot of things that happened on there. Remember, somebody proposed to their wife at Donnell Jones. Remember at Malcolm X.
Yeah. I remember when I brought In Vogue and Melissa Morgan. One of the couples met each other at one of her concerts, and so they wanted to meet her personally. So I got a chance to. Memories happen at social events, and so we want you guys to come outside and mingle. It's time to come outside, y'all. Quit being indoors, and let's come outside and let's enjoy each other because we are mammals. Omaha, the birds, the bluffs. It is 8:57. We call this day Black Friday. The reason why we call this day Black Friday because 200, 300, 400, 500 years ago, they used to sell us. They used to get us all shiny up. They didn't have Vaseline. They had lard, I guess. I ain't gonna mess with Vaseline. They might mess me up. They just shine us all up and then just sell us and they make money off of us. And now it's commercialized after every Thanksgiving. But that hurts me. Because my mom was Creole. Oh yeah, Mississippi right next to Louisiana. Got some little French in them. See, we're smart over here, baby. And so, but she also got some Native American in her also. And so we got to respect each other. We're gonna be giving out tickets. We're gonna first I'm gonna get out some on social media, but we're gonna give out some later today. I got some tickets. Oh, that's your old text.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some Jacquees on for the people before we get on that. Yeah.
Well, I know I got you lined up, your commercials lined up, and I can put some Jacquees on. Let me get that set up. So Omaha, the birds of bless again. Free Entertainment is bringing Jacquees the 31st of August, but that early that day, they bring the Level Up Job and Housing Fair downtown Leahy, Gene Leahy Mall, downtown 1001 Douglas Street. That happens from 11 to 4 o'clock. All types of resources from A to Z. If you need more information, you can't make it. If you want to donate, if you want to participate in any other entertainment events, you can go to freedomtainment.com or call 531-772-0842. 531-772-0842. We've been promoting it, and so how's ticket sales? Is it starting to pick up?
Starting to pick up.
Okay, cool. Again, this is a local promotion, y'all. So make sure you support it because they hire local vendors. Other people come in here, they make their money, then they leave. But Freedom Tamer is going to be here tomorrow, and they got to pay off all those vendors that they're using right here in this local community. That's maintaining jobs for the local community. All right, so we got to support each other locally. All right. Anything else that we forgot? Anything else? All right. Omaha, the Birds of Lust. Let me go a couple commercials. Then I'm gonna find a Jacquees song or a Days Low song. Did I pronounce that right?
Days Low?
Yeah, Days Loaf, like a loaf of bread.
Like a loaf of bread.
Okay. All right. And then tomorrow, Martin Luther King is here. So I'm trying to pull up on him. Martin Luther King III is here. Press of Love. It's blessed to bring him in town. They got a free event tonight at the Joy of Life Church in God in Christ. I think I got it right. The Koji's. And they bringing them in. And you know, I'm a king. I'm gonna pull up on them. And who else is here? Tomorrow they got a run walk. I'm gonna be over at somewhere. Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King III. Excuse me. It's gonna be at the Joy of Life tomorrow. 6401 North 56th Street, Joy of Life, Church of God in Christ. That starts at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. So if you want to go see Martin Luther King, and then tomorrow morning, Center for Holistic Development, they do a lot of therapy. They're doing a memory rally and walk, and that's tomorrow. I'm going to be emceeing that. It's going to be over at Benson Park, 7028 Military Avenue, and that's from 9 to noon tomorrow. So come out. You can run, walk. The opportunity to support Center for Holistic Development, who provide a lot of mental health resources to our community. And I think Ms. Blankman need to hook up with them because they also are looking for mentors. So I think collectively, all you groups need to get together and ask the police chief for about 2% of that budget. It's on a preventative side of crime. I think maybe 5% is fair. They got a lot of police cars, over there. You do. I drive by the impound, and I'm pro police. I want it safe around here. I report crime for real, but on when you get off the highway on Lake Street, they got a lot of cars there. There's a lot of cars there. A lot of cars. So I don't know what they need money for. When you buy a gun, guns usually last forever, right? You oil it, take care of it. So you don't need to buy a new gun. I can see bulletproof vests for everyone. And maybe what do you call them? Those cameras, body cameras. I can understand that. But I think you guys really need to advocate, get 5% of that budget. And I think the chief will. I heard everybody says he's a good guy, and my relationship with him has been good. But a closed mouth don't get fed.
That's true.
So I'm actually
I'm gonna step it up.
Step it up.
I'm gonna step it
and
up.
level up. Omaha, the Birds of Blood.
That's so true.
Okay, man, we got to challenge each other for goodness.
Yes.
We got to. And then if you need some help, I'm over here. They ain't gonna mess with y'all. We got real men over here. Man, I had 2 brothers that got killed. So you can't. And I had people try to bribe me, threaten me. You can't scare me with death. Death is inevitable. I just lost my man Nikita, Dwayne Holmes. We got to go to a funeral today. People are dying every day. Omaha, the birds, the bless. Hold on 1 second. Hey, brother Phil, I'm gonna get you on. Give me a couple minutes. Hold on. So I'm about to bring brother Phil on. We're gonna take just a quick break, and then we're gonna be right back with you.
I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline again, I'm okay, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a motherfucking legend. I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline again, I'm okay, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a motherfucking legend. I'm like Bruce Lee. When I enter the dragon, girl, I'm like Tech 9. When I enter, I'm lagging. I'm like Spike Lee, cause I do the right thing. Boy, I'm like Chief Keef, cause I'm gang. I am just like Malcolm, get it by any means. I am just like Martin Luther, even though I'm a king. I am Huey P. Newton, I'm black, I know I got the power. I am Hannibal Lecter, all these beats I devour. I am Wiz Khalifa.
There you go, brother Phil. Can you hear me now? All right, hold on a second. You make sure I got you locked in, brother Phil. All right, say something again. Give me a mic check.
Hey, radio notes for August 23rd.
All right. We got you locked in, brother Phil. Omaha, the Birds of Bluffs. This is my man Phil Rooney calling in from Dulles County Health Department. Give us the 411. How you doing, brother Dave?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing, William?
Man, it's a beautiful day to be alive.
It is indeed. Anyway, let's talk about COVID-19. You've probably heard a little bit in the news about it making a comeback. That is true. It's nowhere near where it was at the peak of the pandemic, though. Let me emphasize that. But in the past week, we had 286 cases reported over the last 7 days for a total of 193,305 cases in 2020. The last couple of weeks, we've been over 200 cases. This is the most, however, since the surge began. In our June 5th report, we had 20 cases. Now we have 286 in a week, 20 to 286. So that's definitely a change. Most people are not getting terribly ill. They're feeling crummy, and you never know which person may have a more severe reaction to it. So, consider there's a new vaccine that was approved yesterday by the FDA and approved the new formula for the fall. So that should be, it could be in some of the pharmacies and doctors' offices in the next few days, maybe even today. I don't know. We don't have any yet, and it'll be limited availability when we do, only to people that qualify. But the FDA and CDC are recommending that anybody over 6 months old get the COVID-19 vaccine, and I definitely plan on doing that myself. We do have, we've recorded 35 COVID-19 related deaths this year. That's a total of 1,429. That's 3 more since we last spoke, and make that we've had 38 this year, not 35. 38 was what we had from the last time. Revising my notes. So some of those could be people who died prior to this year, and the death is just being confirmed, but all of them would not be. So we're, while most people aren't getting sick, it is still getting terribly sick. There are people who have underlying health conditions that can be very dangerous for. So bear that in mind. If you're going to be around people that may be susceptible to a disease that will cause them more harm than you, please give that some consideration. While we're talking communicable diseases, flu season is just a few weeks away. We officially start tracking that the first part of October. The flu vaccine is out. I would encourage people to get the flu vaccine, but if you have any questions about it, please talk to your provider. It does take 2 weeks for it to become to provide protection.
Okay.
So that's something you got to think about.
Okay.
I am probably going to wait until a little closer to we anticipate the start of the season, but you never know. 2 years ago, I believe it started around Thanksgiving. We had a lot of cases early, and that was ended up being the biggest flu season of the last 10 years. Last year was the second biggest season, and it came. I don't believe it really got going until March. So the flu, as we always say, is predictably unpredictable. But it did claim about more than a dozen lives last year. None of them, thankfully, pediatric deaths. So that was one good thing that came out of that. And those adult deaths may have been underreported because there's no legal requirement to report adult flu deaths.
Okay.
And this is immunization once. I need more coffee. Immunization Awareness Month. So please see that you and your children are up to date on your basic immunizations.
Cool.
Okay, mosquitoes, we're still keeping an eye out for those. West Nile, we know we have a couple, 3 cases of that. Iowa just reported its first case. So this is really the time of year when it usually gets going. So if you're going to be outside, especially around dusk or dawn, be sure to protect yourself. You know the drill. Some repellent, long sleeve shirts, long pants, and get rid of the water. If there's any standing water around your home, please get rid of that. That's where they can breed and reproduce. We also know that the Jamestown Canyon virus is in the area. We have not had any human cases, but you protect yourself from that the same way. So mosquitoes are not our friends.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think
Now another thing we're keeping our eye on is Mpox. There's been a surge of cases in Africa. It seems like a much more serious strain of the disease. They call it something other than a strain, but it's a different version of Mpox in Africa. Last week, we heard that there was in the Democratic Republic of Congo and a few other countries close to that. It was not expected to move out of Africa very quickly, but the next day I heard that there was a case in Sweden. And last time I checked, Sweden is not terribly close to Africa.
Right.
So something to be aware of. The basic advice is if you're someone who might be at risk from this, would be to get the vaccine for Mpox. I'm not sure how much vaccine we have or where you would go for it, but something to consider. Talk to your provider again. How else can I help you, sir?
Well, man, you've been very, very, very thorough. We're about to transition into fall coming up, and I know we're gonna be talking about the precautions of as we move inside for the gases and all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk about some of that in the days to come. You want to make sure your home is well ventilated. But another thing, the heat is coming back this weekend. Tomorrow is supposed to be hot. Monday and Sunday are supposed to be really hot. So, stay cool, take advantage of air conditioning and shade, and hydrate. Start with water preferably, and it'd be a good idea if you would start hydrating now rather than if you wait until you get thirsty, you're already starting to get dehydrated. So get yourself hydrated with water and protect yourself from the heat. I understand heat indexes will be over 100 degrees, and so you'll want to watch what you're doing outside. Especially, let's watch out for those young athletes, athletes of any age that may be out there exercising in the heat. It can be potentially quite dangerous for them.
Yeah, without a doubt. So if you're a student athlete, make sure you guys consult with your coaches. Your coaches do want to keep you healthy. Let's get over that. That's true. Your coaches do want to keep you healthy. So communication is the best choice.
Yeah, depriving kids of water is not the way to go. Make sure they're hydrated beforehand. You don't want kids cramping up or worse out there. So
without a doubt. So
we know it's coming. We know what to do. Let's just make sure that we do it.
Yes, without a doubt. I'm looking forward to man, I love school. I wish I can go back in time. So if you young people, take your time and enjoy your youth, enjoy your school time. It's such a blessing.
Yep, and it's an opportunity you don't get twice. So
without a doubt.
You want to make sure that you take the advantage of it. I think a lot of us look back and think, well, gee, I wish I'd done this or that instead of what I did. So try to avoid that if you can. I'm not sure it's possible for humans to do that. We seem to be pretty good at not, but anyway, take advantage of all the opportunities that are out in front of you right now.
Without a doubt, y'all. At least try it, and then you can at least say you tried. if you did like it. Omaha, the Birds of Bloods. I got my man Phil Rooney from the Dutch County Health Department. Brother Phil, we appreciate you for keeping us in the knowledge so we can make the best decisions for our lives.
That's the idea. If you have questions about vaccines or anything, talk to your provider. They will know what's best for you. And I did find out, I was thinking about maybe I need to get the RSV vaccine again, because I got it last year because I had a new grandchild coming.
Okay.
Well, you don't. It's not an annual vaccine.
It's
So
not.
once you get it, you're good for a while. I'm not sure, maybe one and done.
Okay.
It's relatively new, so they'll probably find out more as people move ahead.
Okay.
But if you got the vaccine last year, you don't need to get it this year. But again, talk to your provider. You certainly have people out there that you trust. I would hope you get good advice from them.
Without a doubt. All right, bro. We appreciate you.
Hey, we'll talk next week. I'm going to try and make it in the studio.
Okay, then cool. You're going to love the new studio. All right, bro. Appreciate you, bro, Phil. Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs. That's my man, Phil Rooney, calling in from the Dutch County Health Department. We're about to get out of here in a second. We got a new opportunity. If you want to create your own radio show here on 95.7 The Boss, we are going to be opening up our airways. We're changing our format. We're going to be celebrating 10 years. Yes, 10 years of broadcasting. And so we're going to be opening up our airways to you. And so if you're an expert in law, real estate, accounting, mental health, if you want to start your own show, and become the expert per se, brand yourself as the expert in this market, this opportunity is for you. This opportunity is for you. I need more voices so we could teach more people how to fish. I can't do it all myself, and I need those that have disciplined themselves in certain industries, and so we can teach our neighbors how to fish per se. Everything should not have a cost. We should have a platform where those that have intellect, blood, sweat, and tears in regards to sacrifice, in regards to their education or their experience, we need you on the air so your neighbors can take advantage of what you've learned, and so we all can live a prosperous life. All of us had teachers, and everyone need a teacher. And so let's continue to teach. God pays tenfold. Let's try to get some wealth from God. All right. And so if you got a certain skill set, you got a certain business, you're an entrepreneur, you got a product or service that you're trying to promote, this is the best way to do it. It's like a 1 hour infomercial. You cannot get any other better investment than that. It's invested in yourself. And by creating a show, a 1 hour show, you can promote anything that you want to promote. Only thing that you can't do on the FM is lie, and curse in regards to FCC rules. But if you want to reach 900,000 people, over 900,000 people, if you want to reach the whole metro area, the Burbs, the Bluffs, the O, we're going to give you that opportunity here at 95.7 The Balls. That's why we're the Balls, baby. Somebody got to be the lead. We're about to get out of here. Martin Luther King III is in the building. They're going to be over at the Joy for Life Church tonight. Joy for Life Church of God in Christ tonight. So we want you guys to check out that free event tonight at 7 o'clock. Martin Luther King III is in the building. Omaha, the Birds of Bluffs. We're going to be giving out some free tickets for sure on Monday. I might be back later today around noon. I got some Afro Fest tickets to give away. I got some Jacquees tickets to give away. If you guys want to go to any of those festivities. I know Urban League have their African American Leadership Awards tomorrow. You still get tickets to that. I think that's down at the Hilton downtown tomorrow. So there's a host of events that's going to be happening right here in our community. Let's get out and support them. In the meantime, we're going to go back to some music for y'all. Boss with us.
I am just like Flame. What you know about it? I'm a legend. I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline again, I'm a king, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a legend, I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline again, I'm a king, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a legend, I'm a legend. I'm like Bruce Lee. When I enter the dragon, girl, I'm like Tech 9. When I enter, I'm like Spike Lee, cause I do the right thing. Boy, I'm like Chief Keef, cause I'm gang. I am just like Malcolm, get it by any means. I am just like Martin Luther, if I know I'm a king. I am Huey P. Newton, I'm black, I know I got the power. I am Hannibal Lecter, all these beats I devour. I am Wiz Khalifa, I be smoking back to back. I am just like you, I've been getting to the bag. I am just like me, I feel like ain't nobody better. I am just like Flame, what you know about it? I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline again, I'm a king, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a legend, I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline again, I'm a king, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a legend, I'm a legend. Yeah, I'm a legend. Yeah, I'm a professional. How you gonna kill me? You think I'm the weapon? I ain't worried about your killers. I ain't worried about your hitters. I'm worried about money and how we gon' get it. I'm rich, you rich. I'm full of them bags. I'm dressed like Hawk. I'm known to smash. I crash the beats. I stump the streets. I'm just like August. I'm known for heat. Fresh out the pot. I'm dripping with salt. Key to the whip. I'm known to take off. The squad, the team, we all go off. But I'm total best. And I hold to the legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline again, I'm a king, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a legend, I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline again, I'm a king, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a legend, I'm a bloodline. Son of the sun, I'm fully melanated. Black power fist in the sky. Fully activated, captivate the mass when I speak. Every head bowing digit is glorified king, oh precious man child. Blackfoot, color of copper, I came from the dirt. Legendary, mine in the sky, my body's mother earth. Walked through the valley of death and came out a king. Joseph, they ain't cut from my cloth. I sold so many dreams. I'm in the den with the lions. Now they calling me Daniel. I'm with the slickers of passion. I was looking to Pharaoh. No longer will I walk, I'm riding on the camel. Zulu warrior, bow and arrow, eyes on the spirit. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline again, I'm a king, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a legend, I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline again, I'm a king, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a legend, I'm a legend.
John Dunn. You're rocking out to the sounds of DJ D Slick right now.